A restaurant isn't supposed to be a classroom, but for months, it's been one of the only places Ocean Academy students can gather after floods, mold, and a mosquito infestation shut down their campus. Since then, teachers and students have been bouncing between borrowed rooms or logging in online just to keep classes going. It's been a tough stretch, and Principal Noemi Zayden says the kids are simply craving something every school should provide: stability.
We have been asking from mid-November to be granted permission to build on the land at the back. We have a campus, and you'll hear some more about that, where we've brought in the engineer, we've brought in the health department, and they have approved for us to use the second and the third floor. The first floor is, we can't use the first floor. So it's a campus that cannot house all of our students.
I understand that right now the short-term solution is really the issues right now are pressing.
This morning, parents, teachers, and village council members sat down with area Representative Andre Perez to lay out their worries and get straight answers about the future of Ocean Academy. Perez told them the school has the government's full backing and construction on a brand new facility is set to start in July. But even with that commitment, everyone agrees students still need a safe, temporary home while the bulldozers get to work.
I remember this meeting here we're discussing is that they are trying to present a plan to build some temporary buildings, and I understand the urgency behind it. But as I told them, it's not just putting up a building ad hoc, it has to be done the proper way, and that is why whenever the team comes in, they can inspect and give all the approvals. I'm supporting it, and of course, Minister of Education is supporting it. I've obtained permission that it's okay because the campus is huge. It's huge, but we have to make sure it's built somewhere that's not going to be in the way of the construction that begins. Remember, it has to be done properly, electricity, water, the bathroom facilities. So I just kind of mentioned to them I understand the amount is being invested, but if they're saying it's going to be repurposed or something else eventually, because you don't want to invest $100,000 in something that is just going to be temporary. It has to be done with a long term because it's a substantial amount of money.
Stability in our study. Although the school is grateful for the borrowed spaces, they are not always available for use. And as third form student Ayane Maganya explains, online classes are often difficult to follow.
Certain subjects like information communication technology, which is ICT, it's kind of hard to learn it on an online platform because you have to kind of split your screen, and then the tabs are a little bit too small for you to figure out exactly what you're doing for that class. And in some classes they're doing coding, which is better to do on face-to-face than online, because they have stuff that easily distract you, like your phone, for example, and you're scrolling on your phone and you're not paying attention in class. And also, it's better doing face-to-face because then you're actually actively learning in the class than being distracted at home.
Perez says officials from the Ministry of Education will sit down with him and the school on February 18th to map out a long-term fix for Ocean Academy and go deeper into plans for the new campus. And Principal Zayden stresses that whatever solution they land on, it must give students a safe place to reconnect, socialize, and simply be kids again.
We get students asking us, when will we have our campus? When will we be together? Learning online, because we don't have spaces to accommodate all our students. So we have to have a rotational schedule where some have to shift online so others can use the locations that we do have. I have to say, immense gratitude to the Caulker community who have been partnering with us to just lend us restaurant spaces above bars, spaces, But for the kids, it is challenging to be, shifting online because they learn, of course, better when they're face-to-face. They need to socialize. They just need to feel like there is stability in their learning.
Additionally, the Ministry of Education has committed to providing all 172 students with free education next school year.
Several high schools across the country get free tuition, or free education if you want to call it. In the case of Ambergiski, I think the ones in Caye as well, they did get that as well. And I recall speaking with Minister Fonseca back then, and he has assured me that they could not do it for the last year. I was clamoring from last year, But because of the budget and planning, he did assure me that this fiscal year it will be included.
For now, classes will keep shifting around the village, and some will stay online, while officials work out a new temporary solution. Britney Gordon for News 5.